Meeting is now streaming live on YouTube. How are you? This is Kurt, your host of the Mañana morning check-in, and here I am again today. Volume's down, so there's no echo. Fantastic. It's already early, and I know, folks, that you kind of got used to seeing me at like 9:30 weekdays, right? Like I'd get on at 9:30 weekdays, and then this last couple of weeks, it just seems like I've been late, I've been early, I've been experimenting with the times to kind of see how when are the most people going to be able to see the message. And here's the deal: I'm up anyway, right? I've been up for hours already, and the rest of the house is still asleep. Now, that's not talking smack about the rest of the house. That is my way of demonstrating to you leadership, right? I'm the leader of my home, right? And as a leader, I want to get out in front and I want to, run and get ahead from the very get go, from the very beginning. Well, the fly's up. He's a leader. Um, so today I jumped out, I checked messages. I put up a couple social media posts. I did my 5-minute journal that I tell you guys about all the time. And then I wanted to jump into this morning, and I wish I did this every day, folks, but I don't, being honest with you, I just don't do it every day. But The Leader's Heart. So A Leader's Heart by John Maxwell is a book that I really like. It's a daily devotional. And today I just wanted to share with you, just so you could kind of see the alignment, from what I just said versus what's in this book, right? So December 17th is today's date. Today is Thursday, December 17th. And it says here, the key to continued success. So it starts with Second Timothy chapter 2, verse 2. And it says, and the things that you have heard from me among many witnesses, commit these to faithful men who will be able to teach others also. And so what Timothy, the letter to Timothy there is saying is, grow some leaders, right? It's saying all the things that you have heard from me among many witnesses. So all the things that I have said in front of all these people, all these things that I say, says, commit these to faithful men who will be able to teach others also. So it's saying to continually grow people that can lead. Um, just last week, I did a leaders summit in the power sports industry. We called it the Power Sports Roundtable, and I had a team of 5 people basically gathered together for an online 5-hour webinar to help the different sections of power sports dealerships run better. We did a leadership section, a sales section, a social media section, a service section, and we did a thing on BDC and follow up, right, on how to like follow up with customers and stuff. That's an example of bringing leaders to the table. People that can share that which they have gathered with others to grow other leaders, right? And so John Maxwell breaks this out. He says leadership is like a running head start for the team. Leaders see farther than their teammates. If you remember, I did that book review, both leadership and the 5 levels of leadership. We said that a leader sees more than others do and sees before others do, right? And so that's what John's saying again here. He says leadership is like a running head start for the team. Leaders see farther than their teammates. They see things more quickly than their teammates. They know what's going to happen and can anticipate it. That's important, right? It says as a result, they get the team moving in the right direction ahead of time. And for that reason, the team is in a position to win. Leadership to me is a game. And I know that, it's a risky game for some, but it's a game, right? It's about getting out. It's about getting ahead of the team. It's about winning, and it's about taking them with you, right? It's not about leaving people behind. In fact, sometimes when you're leading, you need to do the leadership dance. You need to get next to people. You need to get behind people, right? You need to inspire folks. But I'm getting ahead of myself. It says the greater the challenge, the greater the need for many advantages that leadership provides. And the more leaders a team develops, the greater the edge that the leadership provides. I probably didn't read that smooth enough, right? It says, and the more leaders a team develops, the greater the edge that leadership provides becomes. So what they're saying there is, don't be afraid of having more than one leader in a group. You can have some leadership conflicts here and there, but realistically, I'm thinking about a relationship I have right now with a guy who's naturally he's a leader. He loves to get on the phone, loves to get on YouTube calls or whatever, and he'll say, "Oh, hey, Kurt, you're going to do this, and so you're going to do that, and let's get so and so online with this," and bam, bam, bam. Now, you've been watching me for a long time. Would you consider me a leader? I think I'm a pretty good leader. But if someone else is going to take the reins and be like, hey, let's do this, and I look at that and I can equate that with, hey, this is for the better good of the whole group. I'm fine with that. If someone else wants to lead, let them lead. So the more leaders you have, the stronger you're going to be. It says if you want to win and keep winning for a long time, train players on the team to become better leaders. There is nothing wrong with having a team of leaders as long as they recognize that they're on the team, right? This is perfect. It says the power of leadership carries over into every field. The business run by a good leader often finds its market niche first and outperforms its rivals, even if the rivals possess greater talent. I'm working on a big project with that now with another company. There's other companies out there that have, stronghold on parts of the market. This company's coming out and it's bringing a product to market and quicker than others. And so by being better and quicker, they're going to surpass the benchmarks that other companies have laid, which I'm really excited about. I'm glad to be a part of that project. It says here the nonprofit organization headed by strong leaders recruits more people, equips them to lead, and serves a greater number of people as a result. Look behind the scenes of any great undertaking and you will always find a strong leader. That's why I say the difference between two equally talented teams is leadership. John does a great job of that. And, you know, how ironic that the reading from a leader's heart today actually fit with posts I've already put up today on social media, right? I just put up a post that had, the 5 leaders of the Power Sports Roundtable. And I said, I've been relying more and more on teams lately. And it's amazing how much fun it can be. And, I'm on a team with a bunch of leaders. I mean, you get us all on a Zoom call together and it's almost comedy to watch. One guy's full of energy and wants to make a point. Another guy's full of energy and wants to make a point. And you got 5 people trying to make a point. But realistically, there is a leadership hierarchy that naturally forms. And as good as these leaders are individually, as a group, super impactful, right? And we've also committed to helping each other out with each other's projects, which is really fun. I'm really good at membership and learning website building, things like that, promotional branding, that kind of stuff. Other people are really, really dynamic at the speaking side of it. I consider myself a pretty decent speaker, but I can show you 5 other people that'll knock me out of the water that I'm friends with, right? So I recognize my strengths, I recognize my weaknesses, and when I come together on a project with teammates, when we formally recognize that it's a team, how much fun is that, right? Because then you can really leverage each other's strengths and you can really shine in the spot where you need to shine, and that to me is a lot of fun. So, not a message or anything for you to take action on, I suppose. Today doesn't have like a real mentor moment, right, where I'm going to say do this. But I think my message today is be open for leadership. uh, if you're in a position of leadership, don't be afraid to create more leaders. And if you find yourself working alone a lot as a leader, which is something that can happen, you can, especially if you're an entrepreneur mindset, right? You can start to think, well, I've got to do this. And you might have leadership in your bones, but you don't have influence over a group of people because you haven't built that community yet. I would urge you, reach out, network, put those fingers out, those talons out, and find some other people to associate with and grow a community. And it's okay if that community is full of leaders as well, because the more leaders in your community, the stronger the community is going to be. We just read that. So have yourself a great day. And I'm going to get to it, man. I've got meetings today out the kazoo. It's 6:30 in the morning now. I've been working for about 2 hours so far, and I've got my first formal meeting at 8, next meeting at 10, another one at 11, and then by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I should be freeing up for a little bit, just so I can crank it up again at 3:30 in the afternoon with my final meeting of the day. So as you can see, I have been planning and executing very, very well on my LinkedIn contacts and using my existing list. You guys have a good day.